Next, we'll have to go to the northern part of the country. It has to do with community. We will have to give you some focus on our community. Our correspondent, Mohammed Aminu and Labira, has filed a report. Let's check out this report after we will tell you details when we speak to the authorities within that area.
For students in Buaduyili and surrounding communities, accessing junior high school remains a daily struggle. The students travel long distances from Buaduyili and neighboring communities to attend JHS at Binchiratanga, almost 10 kilometers away, exposing them to dangers on the busy road. When the ChannelOne news team visited the area early in the morning, students were seen trekking along the busy Eastern Corridor Road on their way to school. A tricycle operator who occasionally transports kindergarten pupils expressed serious concerns about the dangers on the road and has also appealed for the establishment of a school in the community.
One can imagine a student walking about 5 miles to school. This is maybe by this time they will be in class, but they are still on the way going. So when they get to the school, maybe the first lesson, they may miss the first lesson, and the stress on them may lead them to become weak in class. So because when they get there, they have to rest before maybe they can concentrate. But due to the stress on the walking, some of them may lose concentration.
The chief of Buaduyili also spoke to ChannelOne News, recounting the dangers students face daily on the road.
Our children move from Buaduyili here to Binchiratanga to attend junior high school. That wouldn't have been very serious. We happen to get a junior high school in this community. I think it will be a very vibrant school which can accommodate so many people, like the communities I mentioned. We will all be contributing to the junior high school in Buaduyili here. So we are appealing for help.
Meanwhile, the headmaster of Binchiratanga Junior High School, where most of the students attend, told ChannelOne News that records of absenteeism largely involve students from these communities. He explained that the long distances and daily struggles discourage regular attendance.
They walk before they set off and get to the school here. They will get here late. After the assembly, they will arrive here. First lesson is even over. And when they enter, they are tired. They will be sleeping. If you ask them, they say they are tired. And sometimes they have not eaten. If we want to check critically in our register, those who always absent themselves are the villages.
Wow.
Yes. So actually it's a headache to us here.
For students in Buaduyili and surrounding communities, accessing junior high school remains a daily struggle. The students travel long distances from Buaduyili and neighboring communities to attend JHS at Binchiratanga, almost 10 kilometers away, exposing them to dangers on the busy road. When the ChannelOne news team visited the area early in the morning, students were seen trekking along the busy Eastern Corridor Road on their way to school. A tricycle operator who occasionally transports kindergarten pupils expressed serious concerns about the dangers on the road and has also appealed for the establishment of a school in the community.
One can imagine a student walking about 5 miles to school. This is maybe by this time they will be in class, but they are still on the way going. So when they get to the school, maybe the first lesson, they may miss the first lesson, and the stress on them may lead them to become weak in class. So because when they get there, they have to rest before maybe they can concentrate. But due to the stress on the walking, some of them may lose concentration.
The chief of Buaduyili also spoke to ChannelOne News, recounting the dangers students face daily on the road.
Our children move from Buaduyili here to Binchiratanga to attend junior high school. That would have been very serious. We happen to get a junior high school in this community. I think it will be a very vibrant school, which can accommodate so many people, like the communities I mentioned, who will all be contributing to the junior high school in Buaduyili here. So we are appealing for help.
Meanwhile, the headmaster of Bincharatanga Junior High School, where most of the students attend, told ChannelOne News that records of absenteeism largely involve students from these communities. He explained that the long distances and daily struggles discourage regular attendance.
They walk before they set off and get to the school here. They will get here late. After the assembly, they will arrive here. First lesson is even over. And when they enter, they are tired. They will be sleeping. If you ask them, they say they are tired. And sometimes they have not eaten. If we want to check critically in our register, those who always absent themselves are the villagers.
Wow.
Yes. So actually it's a headache to us here.
So that is from Buaduyili in the northern part of the country, where the residents they are asking that junior high school must be established within the community, because these students are moving from that community to another community which is very far away from the Buaduyili community in search of education, junior high school education. But fortunately, we have Northern Regional correspondent joining us, Aminu Alabira, to tell us details of this particular issue. For how long has this persisted? And later we will speak to some of the authorities within the community. Mind you, we keep saying that Accra is not Ghana and Ghana is not Accra. There are other issues within various communities, various regions that should be looked at. Aminu, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I trust you are doing well.
Alhamdulillah, I am doing well.
We thank Allah. First of all, I want to find out from you, this particular issue within the Buaduyili community, for how long has it been like that, that the community has existed without a junior high school?
Thank you very much. This issue has existed for as long as primary school education was introduced in the community, which is over decades. If I say 2 decades, I may not be wrong. Because since primary school was introduced in the community, students from that place who got to primary 6 will have to travel all the way to Bincharatanga for junior high school place.
And this Bincharatanga community, how far is it from the Buaduyili community?
It's a bit far. It's about maybe 10 kilometers that the children walk daily in and out. And when they do my interaction with them the other day, they tell me before they get to school, they are already exhausted. And they almost every day miss first class, except those who are lucky to have gotten lifts on the way. Then they miss morning assembly and first lessons.
Your conversation with the various authorities in Buaduyili, what have they been telling you? If they've really spoken to the authorities to get a junior high school in the community, is there anything like that in the pipeline, or it doesn't look like there is any light at the end of the tunnel?
Yes, according to my interactions with community leaders, they told me they have made several reports of requests to the authorities to get them a junior high school. But Buaduyili, Bincharatanga, they are both on the main Bimbilla-Yende route, on the Eastern Corridor route. So this is not a hidden thing from anybody in the community. If you are traveling from Bimbilla to Yendi, you would around this time you will meet the students on the way. Or if you are coming from Yendi to Bimbilla, still you will still meet them on the way. And Buaduyili is not the only community. Buaduyili happens to be a center where communities from the hinterlands come to attend primary school there. And from there, they are then moved to junior high school. So my interaction with them was that severally they have complained to authorities to get them a junior high school, but that thing is yet to happen.
It's yet to happen. So you say the children or pupils or students would have to travel about 10 kilometers to get junior high school education in the Bicharatanga area. And in cases where they do not have the tricycle moving there and they are not supposed to, they are not able to walk to Bicharatanga, how do they go there? Is it by motorbike or something? And even with that, do you find taxis or vehicles plying the stretch?
Taxis here, even in Bimbila town, there's no taxi in Bimbila town.
Wow.
Only yellow, Mama Kambu, popularly called Mama Kambu.
That's the Pragya, right?
That's the Pragya, yes. But in those communities, no. Even parents are unable to afford bicycles for their children to maybe use on the road, except some few. So that day, I actually met 1 or 2 students riding bicycles to school. There is no means of transport for them, except that maybe if somebody, sometimes if I am on the way going, I see students maybe do a close time, because mostly I come from Bimbila side to END. So when I'm going, I actually meet them on the way. Sometimes I do carry people when they are close and they are walking home, but then the sun will be very hot. That is usually the opportunities some of them get. Else they have to foot daily to school.
This is a farming community, right?
Yes, it's a farming community. The farming community, and many, some of the parents were actually complaining to me that this year their farm produce are not buying. So this year in particular, no means for them at all.
That means...
But it's not only that thing. It's not only the children walking to school is the challenge. Sometimes when they close from school, they have to go and look for water for their family. So the children actually, they get exhausted daily. When they close from school, they come back home, they will have to look for water for their family. And at this time, most communities are faced with challenges of water.
Right.
And doing that, they usually get tired. So when they go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they may not go to school.
Is it an area that a teacher would gladly accept posting to come should the junior high school be set up or be established or constructed?
Yes, a teacher would gladly accept postings to the place. Currently at the primary school there, that was another challenge they also sent to me. The community on their own came up with the idea of putting up teachers bungalow for them. But currently the state, it is in a very terrible state, and because of that, most teachers sent to the school, they stay in Bimbila or maybe from Yendi, and they come to school daily too. So that if there is an accommodation for them, the teachers who I met there told me that yes, they are happy and they will stay there if there is junior high school.
Okay. So this area is in which constituency, Nanumba?
It's in the Nanumba North constituency, Bimbila constituency.
Oh, Bimbila constituency, yeah.
Bimbila constituency, yes.
Okay.
And Nitwul, our member of parliament.
Dominic Nitwul. Yes. Anyway. Chris, you have any question for Alabira? Alabira, thank you so much for your time. We'll be following up this story keenly, and we are just hoping and praying that what they are demanding for, that has to do with the junior high school, will definitely be set up for these individuals within the Nadumba North district, specifically at the Buaduyili community. And if that is not done, 10 kilometers you'll have to walk.
That's a lot.
And if I always use people in Accra, I always use the Accra to motorway as an example when I want to cite distances. So the motorway is a 19-kilometer stretch. So let's say halfway of the motorway from the Tetekwashi roundabout to halfway of the motorway is the distance these children would have to walk to go to school in the other community, or probably, if they are lucky, they are going to get a benevolent individual who is driving to the place to also help them to go to school. And if there aren't anything like that, then of course they have no option than to walk. We have a parent joining us, and a community member, Zakaria Husseini, who is actually joining us to tell us what really the impact of not having the junior high school in Buaduyili is having on the wards and also the community as a whole. Good morning.
Good morning.
I trust you're doing well, sir.
Yes, please.
Tell us the issue with the junior high school. Why haven't you been able to get a junior high school in the community for the past 2 decades?
Well, actually, I don't know the reason, but we have been making several appeals to our municipal assembly and the education as well, but we don't know the reason why they haven't yet given us the JHS.
How is this troubling your wards? Because from what our correspondent told us, Alabura said they would have to travel about 10 kilometers to get to go to the junior high school in Bichiretanga in another community. Paint a picture for us how this troubling situation is worrying your people and yourself.
Yeah, it's true, because from our community to where the junior high is a little bit far, and even the road itself is not safety, because now they have the road is I think it is highway now, so the way the vehicles and the motorbikes are moving, so when your ward left for school, you cannot be all by yourself unless she or he comes back, because the way the vehicle and the motors are moving on the route is not safety for the children. Yeah. And even from the distance, if they go, sometimes some of them will miss morning lessons, and some of them they will be exhausted when they arrive, so they cannot concentrate. So that's why we are making an appeal to those who can help, so that we can get junior high school in our community for the betterment of the children.
Right. How many hours do they spend in school?
They spend like, it seems the lesson starts somewhere 7, and they will come back at 3, sometimes after 3.
So it means that by 5:30 or 6 a.m. they are on their way to school.
Yes, please.
That's dangerous, I guess. Is there some danger associated with this?
Please come again.
Is there any form of danger when it comes to traveling or moving from that your community to the next community for school around 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m.? Is there any danger that comes with any risk?
Yes, as I earlier mentioned about the movement of the vehicles and the motorbikes.
Okay.
If children need to get a morning lesson, you need to start going early, and that time sometimes it will not be all that clear, it will still be dark, and traveling from distance while it is still dark, it is not safety for children.
Wow. And with how many children do you have who go to in the junior high school?
There are many. I can't best tell them now, but there are many.
Okay.
Because
in the community,
it's not in our community alone. We have several community surrounding, and for them they need to move to our place before they will not take Binchiratanga route. and from Buaduyili to some of the communities is very far.
Wow.
So about 6 or 7 communities surrounding Buaduyili, and none of them is having junior high. So they need to move from Buaduyili, then they now take the Pinkiratanga route to their JHS education stages.
Mention the communities for us. The communities that come to Buaduyili before they go to the Bichiratanga.
We have Shine, we have Nakwandu, we have Dikpale, we have Jegoya, we have Korane, and we have what is the other community name? I forget that one.
Wow. And all these communities are within the Bimbila constituency?
Yes, please.
Wow. Anyway, before you go, as a community member and also a parent, have you heard from the DC or the MC for the area, and also the member of parliament for the area, Dominic Nitio?
Today or
no, like in time past or whatever you've been told?
Actually, the last administration, the director education for Nanumba North, he promises one junior high school, but we don't know what's happened. Later, we hear that the junior high school has been diverted to different community. So I don't know, but we have been making appeals to the MCs and our MP Dominic Ninto.
Al Hassan.
Yes, please.
Zakaria. Thank you so much for your time. We are grateful. He is a community member and a parent, and there's a story I'm bringing you from Buaduyili in the Nanumba North area, where some students would have to move from Buaduyili to Bichiratanga. We understand it's over 10-kilometer stretch, and they would have to move to this particular school in search of education, as junior high education. And what they are asking for is that at least establish or construct a school for us in Buaduyili, so that we wouldn't want to have to walk that long distance to that place or the other community in search of education, which is a very important thing that we need for our future leaders. But I'm sure that the authorities are watching. They'll take note of what has been said. The member of parliament for the area, Dominic Nitio, he's very vocal, and I'm sure he will also try and do something about this particular situation. This has been the community segment on Breakfast Daily on ChannelOne TV.